question for you, but we gonna try to. I'm gonna try to start it off sexy. Oh yes. Oh, welcome to the microphone tone. And you know what? I have my very first guest here with me. This right here, this is a businesswoman.
Oh, okay.
Yes, this is a poet. This is an author.
Intro.
This is a member of Operation Feed Everyone.
CEO.
Excuse me. Let me take it back. This is the CEO of Operation Feed Everyone.
That's her.
And she did not come to play tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the stage, Miss Black's Genesis.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. Cute. And the shirt popping, titties right.
I had to get permission to wear it.
Yeah.
He asked where I was going.
I mean, it is that sexy. It is that sexy.
But it's his.
And you heard that. And you heard that. If anybody got a question about whose it is, it's his.
Yeah.
It's his. Are you sharing?
Oh, girl, no.
Okay, all right. I don't want to get her beat up. Okay, it's a. You said, oh, girl, no.
Oh, girl, no. Is he sharing me or am I sharing him?
No, are you sharing him? Uh-oh.
No, let's say this. I like my freedom. Let's just keep it at that.
Okay, so you're not opposed to the get down.
Girl, let's move past this.
Let us go ahead and move
I don't want to get in
past
trouble.
it. Yes, but look. Boyfriend, if you're watching this, we ain't trying to get in trouble. We was just understanding some boundaries and how we gonna move forward.
Yeah.
How she gonna move forward, excuse me.
I'm walking. That's what we're doing.
See, it's the gospel. We had to understand the gospel of what's going on in here. We had to understand it. So now, as I understand, you living the good life. You just got a promotion.
I did. I'm a property manager. I just got a promotion, so now I'm managing a couple of buildings in Long Beach.
Stop right there.
Okay.
Managing a couple of buildings.
Just a few.
Just a few. See, now tell me 1-2 things that got you that promotion. What is it that Black's Genesis do that can't nobody do?
It has to be the assertiveness.
Okay.
Coupled with the genuine. I almost messed that up. Coupled with the genuine kindness. Because sometimes people got it confused. Like, you got to be assertive, you got to be mean. That's not what assertion is about.
Wait a minute. Assertion and kindness
go hand in hand.
Explain that to me, because I'm fucking up somewhere. Yeah. I'm a big fuck up. Like,
well, just because you're assertive don't mean you got to be mean to people.
Okay.
You know? And so it's all about in the way that you talk to people. It's about assessing their personalities, assessing everyone as individuals, not as collectives. Okay. And so if I'm approaching someone, I check my tone. I make sure that I meet them where they are. You know, dealing with clients in any profession where you are, whether you are in a customer service or hospitality, it doesn't matter. You know the client about when they walk up to you, assess the body language, the demeanor, the tone, and then you react according to that. But always keep your assertion. So make sure you're firm, but make sure you're nice and not to take anything personal, because at the end of the day, this is just a 9 to 5. And if I was to get rich today, that 9 to 5 would be leaving.
Are you giving them the notice?
Oh. They don't be like, damn, why she not answering her phone?
It's 10:05. Damn.
She ain't even clocked in yet, child. I don't even.
It's 3 o'clock. Damn.
Sorry to that job. I don't know that job.
Nope. No longer. No longer.
I can't do it.
What job? Peasant, don't talk to skirt. Okay, so how many dings does a person get before kindness walks off the assertion?
So I'm big on personal space. So I
say it one more time for the people in the back.
I'm big on personal space while you are a little flustered.
Okay.
So this is okay because we're good. We're in good standing. We're in good moods.
Okay.
But I need you to keep your distance when you're ignited. So a lot of times, you know, in the profession that I'm in, we have people making complaints about certain things. Somebody probably didn't pay their rent. I served them a notice and they come in at my door like, hey girl, I need this. I need you to do this for me. Whole time I'm like, you ain't pay your rent. I can't help you.
Nope.
And so I just, you know, I make sure I'm nice. I'm kind. I speak with a very neutral tone. Don't take anything personal, but make sure you stay back because I'm still from the hood.
Okay. So now coupling poet with removing the kindness from the assertion. How bad you chewing in that ass? You gonna get it to rhyming in there? Like, look, I'm gonna give you a pass, but I'll get in your ass.
I'm gonna start rapping. I'm a hardcore. I'm gonna hit him with the locks. I'm gonna wild out in that ass. That's
she
what
went
I'm
straight to the East Coast. She not even doing you West Coast problematic motherfucker.
No,
she
I'm gonna wild out in that ass. I need the respect because I give the respect. At least I try to give the respect. If I fall short, I correct myself.
Okay, so you don't have a problem admitting when you're wrong.
Oh no.
And the apology comes quick.
Very quick.
Okay.
It has to.
I respect that.
It has to. It has to.
Okay. See, there are some people. There are some people who, after the turmoil has happened, they forget the apology. They be like, "Well, I'm in a better mood, so we can just forget about it." No, ma'am. I need you to run my apology.
I need that just due.
And I need it quick.
Yeah.
Please, if I gotta look at you more than once, like, and we just go ignore the fact that you got loud, that you cussed, that you said what you said. Okay. See, now we got two options.
Yeah, communication, it be lacking.
It's lacking.
It's lacking.
And because the communication is lacking, we either gonna fight.
Oh, I'm always down for that. I love a good. I love a good tussle, child.
Don't you know what?
Let me see the shoulder again.
Okay.
I'm not mad at that.
Protect
you
the
can
jaw.
damn near knock him out with that.
If they get too close,
come on now.
Motherfucker, make me sweat. Shit, I ain't got.
Now you done got me going. I don't even want to stop.
Come on now. Kill him with the shoulders.
Tap me on my shoulders so I can stop.
Okay, cool. Okay, all right, cool. I had to just wind it down just a little bit.
Almost went somewhere.
Just wind it down just a little bit. So now we got assertion with the locks.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all don't want to do that. But let's move on to a different topic. we got righteousness in you, okay? And I remember buying a shirt from you in Leimert Park. And I didn't know you were as invested in the Lord as you were.
Oh yeah, baby.
See, you know what?
So it says that they, meaning you all, will recognize me by my fruit. Now sometimes people take the fruit to mean materialistic things. So when we look at someone, we say, they must love the Lord because they got so many things. But that's not how salvation, mercy, grace is determined. It's about what's in here.
Okay.
So a lot of times, when you notice something in me, or you notice that I am a child of the Most High God. I'm going to say that again. A child of the Most High God. It's because you saw something in here, not because of what you saw on the out. That's not what's in here.
And I'm a witness too.
Yeah.
Yes. So with these fruit, right? How are you protecting it?
So I do a lot of meditation. I make sure that, like I always say, I am real big on accountability. I make sure I'm accountable because with accountability comes humility. Okay. They go hand in hand. You have to know when you're right, know when you're wrong, know when you're indifferent. Make sure that you are always trying to live upright. And like you said earlier, righteous. Just being right. And even if you are not a religious person, even regular worldly morals will tell you to be, righteous and upright and try to live, correct, and making sure that you're on your P's and Q's and respecting people, being kind, spreading love. Love is God. God is love. And even people who don't believe in God will tell you that love is still...
Did you just drop a few quotes that are on your shirts?
Come on now.
Did you just drop a few quotes? Run it back one more time.
So one of my shirts, the shirt actually that you bought, it says, "I am the church" on the shirt. I have a very famous poem called Church, and it's about me growing up in the church, thinking that church looked like the old ladies that sat in the first two pews. We call them the mothers of the church. The mothers. Then the deaconesses is in the back of them. I thought it was the preacher asking for my money. For the building fund.
Ain't put a doorknob on the thing.
Ain't got a doorknob on the building. I thought it was second services with visiting churches.
All day services.
Sunday. Okay. I thought it was, Tuesday night Bible study, Wednesday night Bible study, Thursday night youth choir rehearsal, Friday night the old folks choir rehearsal, but I still had to be there because my grandma was old folk. So I thought it was a lot of these things until I got older and realized, when God was speaking of the church, he meant the body of Christ, us, as a collective, congregating, being together, on one accord, having the same idea about this entity, this creator, because we say him a lot of times just because we've been conditioned, but it is just an entity. It's everything. Okay. God is everything. God is everywhere. Yes, Jesus is the reincarnation of God consciousness, but he was a man, just like we are a man. And even Jesus told us that, there would be people that would be coming that would do greater works than I. Okay. You know what I mean? So we all have to be mindful that there is an overall creator, and we are a part of that consciousness. Okay. So let me stop you right there. Okay. And just for clarification, when you're praying, are you praying? What entity are you praying to? So I always say, I'm an avid Bible reader. Okay. I don't consider myself Christian, but I do believe in Jesus, although I believe that Jesus had many names, but I am not big on arguing about what his name was. I believe he was a black man that lived, that God spoke to. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay. Now that we got that clear, feet of brass here. But, come on. Just want to let people know. But I am praying to God, the creator of everything. There is only one true God, but biblically, God said that there would be many gods. So that's why you have people who walk around now saying, well, I'm a God. And that's true. I don't say that only because I don't mind lowering myself for God to recognize him as my creator and the person, or not the person, but the entity that governs my life. A lot of people are not willing to do that, so that's why they recognize themselves as gods. Okay. Which is okay too. Okay. Which is okay too. I took that totally different. I was like, well, if you go recognize yourself as a God, please behave like one. Yeah. Okay. I need you to behave like one. That's how you get head of household. That's how you get to be followed as the man who's the head of household. But if you're acting like the child, and because we live in this fleshly body, because we are spirit living in fleshly bodies, we deal with, the principalities that come with dealing with flesh, dealing with spirit. And so that's why I would never outwardly, arrogantly say, well, I'm a God, because I know that I'm not governing myself. There is some assistance. Oh, you know what I mean? There's accountability with it too. Yeah. Oh. And so God is a title. God is not the name. Okay. God is just a title. There are many gods. That's interesting. I would like to think that God has no title. God has no name. God is so amazing, so omnipotent. I think just us describing him is his name. Okay. Okay. Because humans, we came up with names and the alphabet and stuff like that. Right. God ain't worried about all that. He just said, look. A few of the bets. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We got a whole lot of alpha, but we missing some bets. All right. God ain't worried about that. Wondering where it is. All right. All right. Now, there's this new thing. It's not new. It's not new. Manifesting. Is manifesting in prayer to you the same thing? Absolutely. But I think prayer, in a sense, is really, in its simplest form, just a conversation. A lot of times when we're manifesting, we are asking for something. Yes. Sometimes when I pray, I make sure that I don't ask for anything. I just simply thank God for being God. Okay. Because whether or not I believe, you believe, we believe in this, we believe in different things, it don't change the fact that God is still God. Okay. I was watching the Boondocks one time, and one of the characters on the Boondocks said, the absence of evidence isn't the evidence of absence. Well, wait, whoa. Skirt. Look, because the cartoon be preaching. Run it by me one more time. Wait a minute, say it again. He said, the absence of evidence isn't the evidence of absence. So just because you don't believe it's not there, don't mean that it's not there. Yeah, damn. Damn. And look here. Yeah. So, it's deep, huh? It gets real deep. Boondocks doing this? Yeah. Maybe I need to start watching. And praying are two totally different things. But there's so much power in manifesting, because in manifesting, you are actually seeing your faith at work. Because I'm not asking for these things. I'm saying that I know that they're coming. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
And so by manifesting, I'm just pulling it near to me. I'm just pulling it close because it's already mine.
Yes. It's just some people run from it.
Yeah.
They don't even understand they're running from it.
Because we being disobedient. And so we going in a circle. But what's yours is always yours. You just gonna loop past it, miss it. But it's yours. You're gonna come back around. You're gonna always come back around to it.
It's that thing where people are trying to be what they see someone else being and they like it.
Yeah.
But it's like, well, how do you like what you're supposed to be?
Come on.
Can we figure that out?
Come on.
Can we just figure it out?
Can we accept it? Because a lot of us know. Sometimes we do the whole, I don't know my purpose. I don't know my... Child, you know your purpose. You just ain't really settled with it. You ain't really happy with doing it. You feel like, oh, that ain't... I don't know if that's what God called me to do. God said go, you said no, and now you stuck. So you gotta deal with that. You gotta deal with that.
See, look where you are now. Look where you are now.
Yep.
She told you. She told you. Now I might not tell you, but I'm looking at you crazy while you doing what you ain't supposed to do. Like, you sure you supposed to be?
Come on.
Nah, nigga, you ain't supposed to be doing that. Let me go on over here and do what I'm supposed to be doing. Goodbye. But it's the way that I zoom when I do it. It'd be like, goodbye. And I come back.
Yeah.
And they still doing what they ain't supposed to be doing. And they look like, well, when did you?
Okay.
Well, how did you?
Okay.
Why did you do that?
It don't make sense.
Now, you being the author, can you write the book about this?
I'm actually writing a book now.
Break it down.
Called Divine Connections.
Okay.
I have been writing this book since I was 17 years old. I cannot seem to finish this book, but I know why.
Because can't leave me off. Tell me why.
It's not done. And it's not even close to being done.
You're not done or the book's not done?
The book's not done.
Okay.
But I'm not done growing and learning. There's so much that God is teaching me, that God is instructing me to write about. Because this book is going to make some things very plain for a lot of unbelievers. Sometimes, as
not believing in themselves, or who are they?
Not believing in themselves, not believing in God, not acknowledging, the source from which we come from. Some people are so confused with the God versus religion and the, do I pray to the stones? Do I do this? Do I do that? It's a lot that's going into our faith when God made it so simple and we just branched out and added all this extraness to it.
Okay.
And so it's loosely about my life. But it's also some made up stories, and I added some characters just to give it a little flair. It's really good. It's really good, Chaz. Really good.
Now,
but it's not all about God. It's
okay.
But it comes back to it.
See, I like the blend of God and fiction.
Yeah, you're not reading the Bible when you read it. There's some cussing in it. It's some stories about some people going to jail.
That's my favorite seasoning. That's my favorite. That's my blend right there. You put it together, it's like, oh, let me get a dose of that. Let me get a plate of that. Let me get a page of that. Please, just let me get a page of that. Where's the other book though?
Oh, so my other book is called Somewhere Between 12 and 23.
Okay.
It was majority of the poems I had written from age 12 to 23.
Okay.
And I actually just gave away my last copy I had at home. I had a tenant come to my door to ask me a question about something, and she said, "Oh, you look nice. Where are you going?" I said, "Well, I'm going to go perform somewhere. I have a radio podcast to do." She said, "Well, what do you do?" I started telling her, and I gave her the book, and she was just like ecstatic about that. So, yeah, but it's on Amazon, but don't buy it from Amazon because they take all your money and I want all my coins. So slide in my DM.
I was just about to say, let me go to Amazon. Skirt, stop.
Either slide in my DM or go to my website, blacksginpoetry.com.
blacksginpoetry.com. Okay, there it is. There it is. So now, with the poems that you find yourself performing lately, are they from 12 to 23?
No. So a lot of the poems that I've been doing lately are poems that I wrote maybe a year or two ago.
Okay.
In the past 2 years, I've probably written 5 poems. So I haven't been writing as much.
Quality, okay, quality.
But
quantity.
it goes in spurts. My writing. Sometimes I'm learning. Sometimes you got to be the teacher. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you got to be the student. Sometimes you got to sit down and listen to what God is saying, and then you write. Mm-hmm. So I think I'm going through that because during the whole COVID, I wrote one poem, and I'm actually going to do that poem today.
Oh, yes,
I'm actually going to do that poem today.
Ma'am.
But I wrote one poem, and that poem is called "When God Summons You." It's a short piece, but it's some substance in it.
It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. You know which? Oh my God! I wish I was in the room when you did Apology Accepted.
Oh, I love that piece.
Ooh-wee. I was like, this type of ministry needs to be heard around the world because these apologies is getting bland, and they ain't got no seasoning on it. They ain't got no.
Not only do they not have seasoning, but I wrote Apology Accepted because I used to frequent a lot of poetry shows. Back in like 2017, I quit my job actually because I was performing and hosting so much. You know, my little change started adding up. So I was like,
yes,
okay, cool. I thought I was about to, take off. And then I had to end up getting a job because, life happens. But I was going to these poetry shows and all of these guys, and I was single back then. Mm-hmm. All of these guys were always like, the black woman is God. The black woman is God. But I'm like, why y'all treat us like shit then? Why? I was so confused as to how the black woman was God, but then you treat your creator like crap. And so I had to check them on that because...
you know what gets me?
Yeah.
I want to know how many of these men who say the black woman is God have daughters.
Oh,
because Lord knows how many toilets she gonna be in before she realized what type of God she actually is.
No, you didn't just hit him like that.
I'm gonna hit him one more time. I'm gonna hit him one more time because something happens to a man when the daughter is actually getting dogged.
Big old facts.
It's like,
whoa. Yeah.
Not my God.
Yeah.
Not my little me. Not mine. Not mine. No, it can't be mine.
But that's that karma. That's why you gotta be careful. Because even, and I'm not gonna keep bringing it back to biblical
if it comes back, then it comes back.
Even the children of Israel, a lot of times you got to be careful what you do because the karma sometimes will miss you. But it comes to your kids and it comes to your kids' kids and it comes like it's unfair. But it's a reality. Mm-hmm. And I recognize that that's how karma and sometimes that's how spirituality works. Sometimes you think, oh, well, I'm unscathed. I ain't get caught. I ain't get done this way. But your kids are coming from you. Mm-hmm. They have to deal with the choices and the mistakes that you made. Ooh. You know what I mean? So you got to be careful. And these men out here, you got to do right by these women because your daughter will grow up to be either like you or totally dependent on a nigga like you. And now you ashamed.
Now your little skid mark didn't flush. Oh, your little skid mark didn't flush. Look at it. Plunge it. Get it back. All right. Rewind it. Whatever you gotta do. Now your little skid mark. Yeah. I can't even tell you how many times I didn't had to wipe a nigga ass after the girl done did him wrong. I'm.
It's a lot of work.
I'm so finished.
Why did I feel that? She said I'm so finished.
I'm so finished. If I wanted to be a fucking plumber, I would have did that, but I don't. Yeah. Shithead. Anyway.
But you know what? I feel like you're a good quality woman. It's giving very much so The Rock. Like his whole backbone. The motherfucker ain't gonna operate unless you conducting a motherfucking boat, right? So somebody is gonna be appreciative of that.
I'm ready. Anybody wanna send their quality sons? You just gotta be patient, and sometimes when you're not looking for it, that's when it come. I know that sounds cliche. Remember when I said 30, you start losing stuff? I'm losing patience. You stupid! Okay? I got 41 more days before 30 happens. So what we doing? Where we at? Season for you? It's Virgo season for you. Yes. Ooh, I like Virgos. Yeah, you know Virgos. Beyonce's a Virgo. Yes, she is. Okay. Michael Jackson co-host. Yes. Mm-hmm. I like Virgos. Virgos are put together. Virgos aren't sloppy. They don't talk sloppy. They don't walk sloppy. They're precise.
you know, I fucks with a Virgo.
We gotta put it in the right spot.
Yeah.
Just look.
I mean, the Cancers are still the
now.
best.
See, the thing about you Cancers that I admire the most, y'all gonna tell it like it, even if it comes out emotionally.
Yeah.
You said what you had to say,
and
the biggest thing of yes. You ain't sitting here walking around with the chip on your shoulder. Get that dip off your chip, honey. Say what you got to say. Walking around here mad about what?
Dip on the chip.
You got too much dip on your chip, player. Get it off and say what you got to say.
Yeah, I feel that.
And it's when y'all say it, it don't matter if it's a crowd of people in church, in the car on the way home after a good day. You be like, but wait a minute. Let me back up right here. Now, you remember this situation right here?
If my boyfriend was here, he'd be your amen corner because he'd be like, how in the fuck we get from this to that? Because I wasn't finished. Period.
Mm-hmm. Exclamation point. Yeah. She was not finished.
I wasn't done.
See, I be going around in my mind. I be damn near about to get cancer before I say something's here, something's up right here. I gotta tell you, look, if I have to write it in poetry, I will. Then I'm gonna say it in front of an audience. Then I'm gonna bring it to you because I gotta make sure that the audience understands and feels it. Then I'm gonna say it, and it's gonna be right. You see how Jay-Z did Beyonce?
Yeah.
She had a whole Lemonade album about what not to do, what to do, and what not to do.
She said, you gonna lose your wife. I said, yup, he is.
Yep, he is. He was on the way. He been with her every concert since. Yeah, such your stupid ass. What the hell? You got Beyonce, you go.
There you go right there. I see him.
Becky? Yes. Shit. Have you written a poem about somebody? I know you have.
So, yeah. I've written a lot of poems about the men that I've dealt with. My guy now... The first 4 poems in the book. So in somewhere between 12 and 23, they're divided into categories, and each category is like for this person. So I have a section called For Queens, for Black Genesis, so it's the other part of me. For one of my closest friends, her name is Alexis. I have a poem dedicated to her. So I'm dedicating my poetry to different people, different groups of people. And there is a dedication that says, for the one that got away. And there are 4 poems for him, for that guy. And that was, I wrote all of those poems when we weren't talking. When I met him,
Mr. Boyfriend, you done did it.
So when I met him, so we're on really good terms now, but when I met him in 2017, we clicked. We were like inseparable. I knew that was my person. You know how you know that you know how you know, but it takes men a while to really, especially if they really like you.
I don't know.
Because then they gotta assess the she said, I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, I'm about to tell you, when they really like you, they pull back. Because nobody wants to really, really be in love, because men don't want to be heartbroken.
Now, I have experienced that.
Yeah.
See, don't pull back from me, because
sometimes you gotta just be patient and wait if you care enough. Because I knew that was my person. So I said, okay, he's pulling back. I'm gonna let him do him. But ain't nobody about to get close to me. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm still out there doing my thing.
But I
was real like, nope, because I got somebody I'm waiting on somebody I was waiting on him.
Okay.
To realize that I was his person. And so I had wrote those poems about him. And he actually came to my book signing. We weren't even together. We weren't even talking, but I invited him to the book signing. He came, and it was interesting. But here we are, fast forward 4 years later, and we're together and happy and living together and having pregnancy scares. Not really pregnancy though, but just pregnancy scares.
Just the scares.
And I'm like excited.
Just are you nervous?
Hell no! I want to have all this niggas' kids.
Yeah,
if I get him pregnant, I would. Shit. Let me get you.
I would like you to grace us with that poem right now.
Okay, I will.
And I'm gonna step on out your way.
Okay.
And get you.
How about this? How about I want you right here? I want you to feel the words.
Ooh.
I want you to feel the words.
Ooh. Ooh, I'll stay right here.
I want to do something too.
But can I do my accolades in the back too? Because when I feel it, sometimes
of
it
course.
hits. Okay.
Come on. But while we're at it, I want you to close your eyes.
Can we go hand with this now? Thank you.
When God summons you, you come. You are forever discerning, not concerned. The winds howl louder than the ocean, from whom gives its instruction and tells to move. Go. Be like the wind. You have laid in tears long enough to know that the way that you are built, there is no drowning.
Mm-hmm.
You are light. There once was a man, a strong man, too strong for words, so he breathed, and we heard him. We are still hearing him. Be like that man, knowing of his spirit more than his flesh. We are all that man. We are all that spirit. Though, when the door closes behind you at night and you enter, I feel everything. I know you love me, but sometimes I don't. I know you think that I've planned my escape, but I won't. I know you think that I've planned my escape, but I won't. Though I beg to be different like the others. Not willing to do much and happy and content with it. I wanted to give back the mission and be regular. But you always say no. Why do you always say no? What truly is free will if the will must always be paid in sacrifice? No. Though these are my honest thoughts, I know better. I've sensed better in my alone time. I know my words do not match my true belief. Forgive me. It's like doubting in public faces and believing in private places is me touching bases and playing in gardens of safeness. I was summoned and I didn't ask. God's way of making example is like that one time when father took son to the altar while son allowed. The one who believes most is the one who questions not with gracious smile, but I want to know. I want to know what you know.
God?
I want to see what you see in me. I want to know if what I've written will be compiled into a body of art for the next life's occupants to consume as word to eat. I had heard through many a fields that tree that fell, my ears were open. But there's nobody around to confess what I had known, so I blamed it on intuition, an inside voice. But I knew I heard its leaves scratch the ground. I had tricked myself into thinking that I had heard what I wanted. I was a prophet. I wish I wouldn't have heard that tree fall. Maybe then I wouldn't have been summoned. That's it, y'all. That's it. I didn't even have to think about that.
Y'all see him?
Yeah, we see him.
Y'all see? Y'all see him?
Sis said midget lashes.
Oh my God. Midget lashes. Woo.
Okay.
Woo. Yes. Who is Hagger?
It is kind of hot. I haven't had a ball, child.
I really appreciate you for coming.
I don't mind. I'll be back. Don't play with me because I had a nice little time.
Look, this is see, I hated to call it an interview because it was more like a conversation.
Yeah.
And the conversation went well.
Yes.
It went well. With the water.
With the glass water. Sedona. Artesian.
I'm going to take care of you when you come to this stage. I'm going to take good care of you.
Yeah, I believe that.
Good care of you. Look,
go ahead and give me some.
when you get up in here, they ain't going to be stanking. I'm going to do what I asked you to do. What I asked you to do, I'm going to also do it. Hospitality. That's just, you know what? I need another swig myself.
Not swig.
I need a swig. That's all I got in here. Swallow in the container. That's all.
Oh, she been throwing this back. This the imitation vodka. This the imitation vodka. I ain't mad at that. Ooh.
Yes, child. Yes. I see the smell. And you got quiet.
I really had a good time. I was just thinking like, oh, did you have any more questions for me?
I did not. I had a damn good time.
I had a really good time.
Yes.
That was cool.
Thank you for tuning into the microphone tone. Be back. No, you'll be back. I ain't even got to worry about it. You'll be back.
They will.
They sure will. Like, comment, and subscribe. And share with your friends. And your mama, too.
Cause she watch YouTube. She act like she don't. 12 o'clock at night, she playing her little bubble game. You know them old people playing them little bubble games. They be laying down in the bed trying to go to sleep. Then they all of a sudden on YouTube watching videos of people building carpets and stuff
with the glasses.
So tell her to subscribe to the what?
To the microphone tone.
Microphone tone.
Yes, it is.